Fucking update your bloody top 10 list, boys. The new strongest man in the world is here. Yes.
Who the fuck are you?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
I simply am clueless.
I feel like we're gassing someone up right now.
Guessing.
Baby.
Gas.
I see what you did there.
Go.
I feel like Kanye likes a lot of gas, bro.
Okay. Yeah, we can make that reference, I guess. Yeah.
We can say that. Yeah, that's okay.
I do not Kanye with his actions.
Okay, so boys, what do you think about
I do
Kanye's
not
newest
believe that Hitler is good. I do not believe that the Holocaust was good. I do not believe that anything else happened. I mean, I do believe it happened, but Kanye West isn't. I don't know this guy.
Well, yeah, I don't think we need it.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Let's.
So Caesar Clown, we saw him before in the last cover story of how he soloed both Katakuri and Oven. No diff, baby.
For that,
and now he is going rounds with Judge, and we all know Judge is top 10.
Yeah, Judge
Judge
is literally
is
Sanji
crazy.
tier, and we know Sanji tier is literally the same as Zoro tier because they're the wings of the Pirate King, and Luffy is like top 10 right now. So that means like Judge is like probably top 8 or top 7. You know, if you smell me,
Exactly.
He's top
I
5.
smell it. So yo, these are the wings of Vegapunk, man.
Yeah.
fuck off.
Caesar is literally Zoro with gas.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking about racism,
I mean,
What? What do you mean, though? I don't think we were.
that's
I
a
don't
Kanye
think we
reference,
were
bro.
talking
You won't get
about-
no,
it.
it's not
Another-
another Zoro reference. Zoro has been specifically stated not like people. I won't say anything else than that.
Okay.
He continues to delve into it though. So yeah, last thing to bring up about the cover story, it does say Mads reunited with the little flashback bubble of Vegapunk himself. You can see the tongue. So Caesar Clown confirmed was a part of Mads. It was like iffy if he was because he's kind of young.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
but-
think he was, because didn't he? I thought he started working like after Mats. Because
Kind of expected, honestly.
yeah, because I wouldn't think Vegapunk would work with him if he knew he was a piece of shit.
He's just one of the smart guys, you know.
I wonder who
Smart
those
fella.
guys in the silhouettes are.
Oh yeah, yo, that's Skinny Queen
Oh.
in the back.
Honestly, I can see that. Like, maybe Queen before was just like a normal scientist. Like, he thought that being skinny was like the norm. But then he got some weight. He realized that if he became too skinny, he'd become popular, you know? Sometimes things like that just happen.
Bro.
He would
And
rule
one-
the world.
The other scientist is Da Vinci's father.
Yeah!
Everyone
None of the fucking...
getting that
see.
reference.
I fucking love it, baby. Impel Down Podcast every live every Saturday, 12 p.m. a.m. Love to
That's
see it.
right. That's why it's 1
Next
o'clock
point.
and we're still talking about the cover page.
Yes,
We're the only fucking podcast that will take 10 minutes to just explain. Caesar and Judge just like choking each other to death, bro. Fucking love it.
The tangents are the best part. So yes, actual chapter. The CP0 are here. They're trying to get into Egghead Island, but they're getting told to fuck off, Bozo. You can just leave Esper, which is Seraphim Kuma.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
yeah, okay. So this is interesting, right? We didn't know what fruit, artificial fruit, the Esper would have, right?
Yep.
And we
No.
didn't even know that was really a thing until S Shark, the Seraphim Jinbei, when he had the swim.
Yep.
Yep.
But we get told They left the CP0 world government ship using his artificial pawpaw ability.
Do we know it's
Yep.
Popo?
Yeah.
I mean, they
They
teleported.
teleported, yeah.
I mean, unless you wanted
Could
to
be
have
something
the
else. It could be
door.
Yeah,
know.
it could be.
It could be the
The
door
door would be cool.
But
Yeah.
The
like,
reason I think it is.
it makes more
Yeah,
sense.
go on.
The pawpaw, especially since the page after that we see
Exactly.
the actual Bartolo Kuma, I'm sorry, teleports himself to an unknown island, which is very fucking important. But yeah, go on, Mr.
Yes.
Ellis.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly. That's
do
why I
like-
think it is the artificial paw, because the next page, like you said, it's Kuma. He's booping himself.
Yeah, I do like to think it's the artificial Popo, because that means my boy, Senor Pink, is alive. We would like to see that.
My boy, he better not be
Yes.
fucking unalived. I swear to God. Off screen, Dota. Come on, don't do that. But yeah, next point. Vegapunk himself, not one of the 6 paths, right? His dream, which felt kind of obvious, he just wanted to help the world, and he's actually going to do it this time. Because, like, he spent all these years just making shit with no one to give it to because the world government was on his dick.
Yup.
Yeah. But he just wants to make free power.
Free power, baby.
True, but Luffy does not give a
And-
shit. He literally does not care.
He
Which
has
is
no
kind of
idea what
funny.
he's talking about.
Like, I know, like, Luffy says, I don't want to be a hero. But if Vegapunk supplied the world with free energy, and, like, what Vegapunk is saying, if that was the case, if he's able to do that, there'd be no more wars, because wars are fought over resources.
Yeah, exactly.
And that would mean freedom. So, I guess Luffy's dream isn't really freedom?
He wants to wage war. I don't know.
Time maybe you could like understand Luffy isn't thinking about like these intangibles or these tangibles, these little like intertwinings. He's just like going along at this point. He's just enjoying the fact that there's a long-tongued ass motherfucker just speaking to join his the guy
Exactly.
apple on his fucking cap, bro. But like it does feel like Vegapunk is being set up to like have a death flag at this point, especially since he told Dragon in like one of the other chapters. I forgot the title or the
one of
number.
the paths. I forget
Gonna
his name.
die soon.
He's number 1, I think.
He himself knew, but he maybe like with Luffy around, he maybe might have extended his lifespan, his suspected lifespan to like fucking, I don't know, but yeah, basically. Vegapunk might die this part, honestly.
Yeah, I do see the red flags. I do see the red flags. But on the other side, seen a few memes of Vegapunk for Straw Hat because of this chapter. After all the carrot and fates, we get fucking Vegapunk.
Honestly,
I mean, he has
out.
a grand dream, but I just don't see him fitting on the crew. He could
I
be
mean,
just there, kind of like how you
Pedro,
know,
he was
Pedro.
yeah, like Pedro, or like how Inuarashi and Momomushi were on Roger's ship.
Yeah. But, like, because there are the paths, so, like, the real Vegapunk could die, but one of the paths could go with them to continue his
Yeah,
dream.
that's what I hope for. Because, you know, I want my girl Lilith to go.
Old man with the fucking apple head. Yeah, he's Straw Hat material.
honestly,
and he does
he's been
kind of hint at wanting to see Rafto here. He's like, he doesn't say it outright, but he's basically like, oh, if I only knew the history, the ancient view.
I mean, in a sense, doesn't he technically know a little bit of the history, especially since the O'Hara fucking...
Not enough. Not enough.
Not enough, but he does know some.
He knows like little bits of it. Like, but his brain power, literally the brain fucking fruit. He should be able to piece together a fucking theory, have like at least line together with a fucking.
He's kind of dumb.
He's not dumb. He's just fucking. He knows too much, and that's what will probably kill him in the end. You know. That's what he said. That's what the fucking world government is saying.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so continuing on with the chapter though, we get some nice like funny moments to show off like just how Lucci, Stussy, and Kaku, how they are, because like we haven't seen them since like as proper characters since obviously Annie's lobby when they got to actually use their personalities. They just been walking stiffs since.
True that. I wonder if Stussy has a
Especially
devil
Kaku.
fruit.
I like the Kaku stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stussy having a devil fruit? I hope so.
Yeah, because
After like
both the others have Zoans. Oh, maybe she has a Zoan.
Because like the mask guys at Wano, it's presumed they had nothing because they used nothing.
Yeah,
Bozo.
they use nothing.
Next, Sentomaru though. Yo, I like how he gets brought up back. I hope we see him next chapter.
Yeah. Do you think Sentomaru is gonna help Vegapunk?
Nope.
To be honest, same. I think he's gonna get the S series and betray Vegapunk because he does work for the government.
Yeah.
And since
he's
the
also
government,
science division.
Yeah, the government wants to kill
He also
Vegapunk.
respects Luffy, but that's more like a rival sense. Sentomaru more of a rival than Kid.
True,
In a
that's
sense,
true.
kind of does. But like the last time we saw Sentomaru was when Return to Stability, which was like 10 years ago. And a lot has happened since those 10 years, technically.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did have
So-
some crazy hacking, so it's gonna be interesting. Luffy is now out of Wano, so maybe they can talk about Wano.
Definitely Luffy is the younger tier like character right now. So if we're like going in terms of power scaling, like I can't really see how Luffy can lose the next fight or the fights that come up after. Unless he's fighting fucking Blackbeard or Shanks or someone else,
True.
Yeah.
I also think Sentomaru is gonna betray them because I don't feel like Lucci with those two bozos are gonna be enough of a threat to pose to Straw Hats plus Vegapunk.
CP0, Sentomaru, all the Seraphim versus Straw Hats.
Yeah.
It could go
Straw Hats and
could...
Kuma and Bonney, I guess.
That could go hard. I could see that.
Yeah. And speaking of Bonney, Vegapunk tells Luffy, "Hey, take this bitch here."
Yes, because remember, in the previous chapter, Vegapunk told Bonney, or not Bonney, but like the unconscious Bonney, that he wanted to show her something. So possibly maybe Kuma's original memory is that,
Oh, please be on a floppy disk. Some One Piece equivalent,
Vegapunk, please be that smart. Like, just give us a crumb of that backstory, that Sherbert Kingdom backstory, dog. A little bit. Oda, come on. Use your brain. You know what the fandom likes. You know that there is a certain group, a marginalized group that loves this type of lore. Something about side characters that have just not been talked about for years because of the special saga, but they have been sprinkled upon this whole part. Come on. But yeah, I'm sorry for rambling.
It's coming. I can feel it. It's coming.
Yes. Yeah, this Kuma stuff. Anyway, go. No, we'll talk about it when we properly.
Okay, yeah. And then Vegapunk vanished. He's got the fucking artificial clear. I don't know. Obviously tech, but it's fun. Yeah, and then CP0, they're doing the thing, fighting a hologram, boom, explosion, traps. Then Atlas tries to square up with Lucci, and Lucci fucking dog walks her.
Yeah.
Break her fucking face.
He goes all the way straight away, too.
Yeah.
He doesn't fuck around.
Hybrid, chunky leopard, Rokuo gun.
Yeah, right to the head.
And the chapter ends with Lucci and Luffy meeting eyes. Strawhat.
Yes, sir.
Good
See,
chapter.
what a
Good
way to
chapter.
end a chapter. What a way to end a chapter.
No break next week, boys. No break.
Ooh, baby,
Crazy.
Please don't cut away from this.
We won't get a cutaway to what Zoro and Brook and Caribou are doing. You know? Surely we won't have like a 10-page
Surely.
explanation
Like-
of what Caribou's plan is.
I know. Like I know the S Bear teleported them into Egghead, but the fact that like you said, Zoro, Brook, and Caribou didn't cross paths with them, because I remember seeing people say like,
Yeah.
"Yo, what's Zoro? He's gonna take on all three at once. He's the right hand man, the strongest." Dick riding. I was just hyped to get a Brook fight, but both Zoro fans and Brook fans in the dust. Goddamn.
Yeah, they're grasping at straws for anything, honestly, at this point, because you can obviously see that like Zoro's been sidelined this whole arc. He's probably going to be sidelined, even though he was given the crumb of like wanting something from Vegapunk. I'm pretty sure that's just like something Oda's trying to like hype up for like later in the story. But right now, it's just main story stuff. Like Oda
that
definitely
feels like it's going to be end of arc. Like after this is all blown over, that's when Zoro's going to get that crumb.
I mean, at this point, like, if Oda's not gonna explain the Grim Reaper shit, then like, who the fuck is it?
Yeah.
Sometimes I do feel bad for Zoro fans, right? Because he got no good backstory depth in the Wano arc. No
good
main story
Oh, we gotta
highlights.
talk about the theory. Did you see the theory?
Oh, bring up the clone theory.
The clone theory.
The clone theory.
Oh god, this theory.
We gotta
yeah.
bring it up. I'll start it off with the why it exists, and then you guys can go in. Vegapunk saying Momo's fruit is defective just because it's a different color. Go.
Yeah, so about that, to give more context to the people of what the fuck we mean, is Zoro and Ryuma, if you see Ryuma, looked very similar, almost the exact same. Ryuma is basically just black hair Zoro. So if Vegapunk made a clone of Zoro, of Ryuma, and Zoro is the clone of Ryuma, but Vegapunk fucked up, and
gave him
Zoro's
green
hair,
hair.
now his hair is green. Maybe even worse, the directions. Zoro missing directions. That might be another fucking failure.
How could he tell?
More
How
ways
could he
than
tell
one.
that when he was? How many babies has he thrown out because they couldn't tell directions?
True.
Like, I made a Ryuma clone. Oh no, it has green hair. Forgetting the fact that he was a little kid at the youngest we've seen him. We never seen baby Zoro, sure, but we've seen him as a kid.
Boys, I'm
And a
pissing
weak
out.
little kid.
Yeah, and technically, Zoro's backstory, we don't even know how he got to East Blue. We don't know his family. He might not have a family. We did
And the
hear
baby
about
Zoro's clan.
Ushimaru.
I am pissing outside in the sidewalk right now.
Okay, cool. Hope people see your dick.
I'm proud of you.
Oh my god!
Thank you.
But yeah, that's the Zoro is the clone of Ryuma theory.
Yeah, and also
Yep.
Zoro and Sanji are both the same age or close to the same age.
And have same gay sex every fucking night
Yeah,
at
they're
12
both
p.m.
the wings, both the wings of the pirate
Flash
king.
Impel Down podcast, bro.
Also,
They don't see.
Zoro making fun of Sanji for being a freak, a science experiment. What if?
Uh-oh.
No,
It'd
no.
be kind of funny if they were both science experiments.
Yeah, that's the theory. Moving on.
Alright.
Move
So
on.
I feel like the main question is, even though we already kind of talked about it, is how do you think the fight matchups are going to go now that CP0 is right here?
I mean, for CP0 to have any amount of success, Sentomaru gotta rock up with all the other Seraphims. I'm sorry. I don't even
remember they are like assassins by trade. They're not going to go full scale war. They're going to single out a target, which is obviously Vegapunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of hard because I feel like this is Jinbei's arc, and Jinbei needs a fight.
Huh?
Yeah, it's Jinbei's arc, bro.
Hey, I love Jinbei, but this ain't his arc, man.
Yeah,
Dog.
I like Jinbei too. Yeah.
Out there, balls fucking freezing.
Frankie better 1v3 these bozos.
I mean, if you think about it, Zoro, he's stuck on the ship doing jack shit. Sanji, he's stuck at the cameras just watching shit happen. Jinbei, though, he's in the action. He's running out there.
Nah, y'all
Yeah,
sleeping
true.
on Chopper. Chopper fucking
dog, what the
Taku's
fuck?
up.
Bro, Chopper, every act, Chopper
Sure.
just goes with
Chopper's
someone and
doctoring,
does
bro.
nothing, bro.
That's literally his whole fucking life. He's just doctoring.
He did beat the shit out of Queen. So,
He beat up Queen, that's true.
There might
Can
be
we
a slim
get
chance
the fucking-
Kaku awakens and he turns big.
Give us a chapter ratings, dog. You stalled it.
true.
No, I was genuinely curious of the matchups.
Oh,
Because remember,
Nah,
hey, Kuma is also rocking up. Like, what's he
God,
gonna
that
do?
actually had matchups. My bad. I actually had matchups. I did say this in the group chat earlier. But, like, what if this was the time for finally Usopp, Brook, and someone else, and maybe Nami, to redeem themselves? So they
No.
did mention
Yes.
S Bear, or
I would love
S Shark, S Sword, or something, S Hawk, and then S Hancock, S Snake, whatever.
Yeah, Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, S Snake. So technically, meaning there'll be Jinbei, Mihawk, and fucking Boa. Yeah. So technically, like, I was hoping the matchups would be redeemable, like, you know, dub fights for Usopp, Brook, and Nami, who were all like sidelined during the big arc or the big saga that was Wano. So technically, versus Mihawk, Seraphim Mihawk, Usopp versus Seraphim Jinbei, and Nami versus Seraphim Hancock. Obviously, that seems like very unfavorable matchup, especially since how we've seen the Seraphims.
They are Yonko commanders now, you know? They are officers.
True,
Yeah,
they're
like-
officers.
They gotta pull their weight.
Exactly. Like Nami got Zeus, Usopp is Usopping, Jinbei, or not Jinbei.
Jinbei.
Brook is Brooken. Seems
Yeah.
like Brook
He's from
out here.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Brook needs a proper fight, and Usopp is still yet to show any improvement to his observation haki since that moment in Dressrosa.
Yeah, it would be
Exactly.
really nice to get some of that.
Yeah, we gotta
Like-
see Kuma versus Seraphim Kuma, Jinbei versus Seraphim Jinbei. I guess Seraphim Mihawk versus Zoro, cause you know he finally has to
Brook
catch a
handling
dub. Zoro finally has to catch a dub against Mihawk. Come on, even if it's a clone.
Even if it's a kid one.
Yeah, it's Kid Mihawk, but you know.
He beats the Seraphim Mihawk, and then when we finally get to see Zoro versus Mihawk, Mihawk is down by Shiryu. Elmo.
Yeah, Zoro only beats Seraphim Mihawk because he's kind of black. That's why he wins. That's the only reason why he beats the shit out.
Check the ratings.
And
check the
wait,
ratings.
we got Seraphim Boa. Yeah, versus
Yeah.
Nami and Robin. I think Nami's not enough. We gotta have Robin, bro.
No. Nami's got to prove himself. Robin is going to be going up against
Does he?
Susie. Yeah, they
No.
both got to prove themselves, you know.
Rating.
That's,
But yeah.
that's going to be
Rating
a
time.
hard fight. That's going to be very,
Yeah.
very hard fights.
Oh yeah, like especially because Black Maria is such a big target, and now Stussy that has like 6 powers. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Bonar, why don't you start us off with the rating and your thoughts?
Oh, thoughts? One thing that you guys said before really piqued my curiosity is, Stussy Devil Fruit potential. I never thought of that. She could have one. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
This whole unlimited fuel thing that Vegapunk's after, that's kind of... I don't know. he's got all this stuff, and he never really went and looked for it. But
He could have made up his own fuel. Come on.
Yeah. But I'm sure there was some reason, especially after what we've seen AIM do.
Mm-hmm.
If any slip up and boom, you don't exist anymore. Anything else that I really liked?
That is not. That's not on you. I'm very tired. I'm sorry. Never mind. Don't listen to me.
I'll leave shit for you guys to say. Yeah. Kuma was good too. I'm sure we're all going to talk about Kuma. But yeah, I give this chapter a bloody 8. I think.
Nice.
It's real tense. It's getting tense.
Okay, bloody 8.
Very cool, very cool. Rchrdsn.
Yeah, this was a chapter. This was one of the chapters of all time. I can say that for sure.
Yeah, it do be a One Piece chapter.
Yeah, I like the implications that Kuma's obviously coming to Egghead. I hope that's the thing. That's the case. Maybe like Vegapunk program that's into somewhere. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Luffy versus Lucci. I don't think it's gonna be that easy of a fight. I don't think Luffy's just gonna one-shot Lucci, honestly. If you're like the top dog of the fucking CP0, which is like the head of the world government's assassination system, I feel like you won't just go down in a single advanced conqueror's hockey hit, especially since you're Zoan too, with like added durability and stuff. But yeah, basically, very good chapter overall. It's just a simple like setup chapter for what's to come. It's the calm before the storm, the water before the whirlpool. Yeah, simple 7.5 out of 10. I liked it.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I'll just add before we get into Yuen that I do think Lucci is strong as shit. I would equate him to someone maybe around Sabo's level, more or less. I guess that's why they squared off in was it film?
Yeah, they tried to show us in the movie.
Film Red
Stampede.
Yeah, Film Stampede. My bad.
Yeah. Yuen, what's your thoughts?
My thoughts is goat chapter. We got the goats. We got Senior Pink is alive, everybody. Brief of relief.
Yes.
I give this chapter 8.5.
Very cool, very cool. Very nice, yeah. Cover page, banging, specifically because, during Vegapunk content. Very cool.
Yeah, really, yeah. I like that we're getting Caesar content. And now the judge.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully they pick up Queen on the way. Kuma content, both S-Bear, Real Kuma, very cool. The Vegapunk stuff was kind of iffy. Wasn't really feeling it. It's still okay, but compared to everything else in this chapter. And yeah, I do find Kaku funny, and then Lucci dog walking for little no reason. Cheese for that, Lucci. Very solid chapter. Yeah, I'm gonna go 8.5. Very solid. Solid chappy. Anything else you guys want to bring up about the chapter before we say the goodbyes?
The only thing I can mention left is I just remembered Dusty did say a lot of things about the island, which means she might have been here before. I mean, she.
Yeah.
So, we gotta see more of that.
What if she of the original parts of Vegapunk?
What if, she was the prototype Vegapunk,
Yeah, exactly.
Stussy was undercover in the underground market games.
Yep.
For the whole cake arc, and then it turned out, and then she helped Morgans, and then it turned out she was CP0. What if it goes further back and this is even more undercover or something like that? What if she's a part of Mads?
Oh my lord.
Probably. Maybe.
It's a little possibility. But I can't think of anyone else that might be a part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Going back a
Dr.
bit.
Kuroha, maybe? I don't know.
Fucking Jin finally makes his appearance, bro. What can I say?
Jin. he was like 2 years old when Mads was founded.
Fucking Wanda. Everyone was like, "Oh, Jin's gonna appear up as a flying six, Toby Ropo, dog on God, for real." Look what that showed up.
And in the end, we still didn't find out who's who was.
Yeah.
Who's who is who?
Oh, another Mats member, you know who? The fucking guy from Shiki's crew with the poop shoes, with the fart shoes.
The clown shoes.
Honestly, at this rate, you guys want to know about like which guy you think is gonna be in
Who?
the family guy?
Okay, Peter Griffin for Mats. Okay. I say we wrap it up and then watch Family Guy.
Yeah, so this has been Yuen, Rchrdsn, Bonar Clay, and myself, ThatDolphinDude.
Every one of my co-hosts
Bye-bye.
on and Lord.
Ciao, ciao, everybody.